Figcast, huh?
I know. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Figcast podcast. We were just saying it's only half of the Figcast podcast. We're waiting on Greg. He might show up a little late. He's got some stuff going on, and Toy Robot also has some stuff going on, so he won't be joining us tonight. I mean, maybe if he shows up and surprises us later, we'll be surprised just like everybody else. But today, if you guys do not know, Pulsecon just happened. It was pretty crazy. They had a ton of reveals. They had a day one and a day two. Both of those are on YouTube, and we're gonna break those down. We're gonna share our thoughts, talk about them, and we'll just get into the figures. But I am here joined by your friendly neighborhood toy nerd. Say what's up, your friendly neighborhood toy nerd. Say what's up to the people. Unless it looked like he froze. Technical difficulties already. Is he just? I thought it was like this the whole time, just listening to me. So he froze. Something's going on with that. But hopefully he comes back. But all right, you guess you just have me right now. We're starting off strong. But yeah, I mean, I definitely want to talk about the reveals that Hasbro put up. There's a lot of, one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I'll get into that because I'm by myself here. I wanted to talk about the selfie series because I'm one of the people who probably on my video was talking about how much I wanted to buy that. I think I was promoting it. I was like, dude, buying a $60, and I was saying $60. I think they're still doing like a temporary $60 thing. I think I want to say the host. I don't know his actual name, but Zero Hector Zeroni from Holes. He was our host of Hasbro Pulsecon, and they were talking about the whole stream. They're talking about how the selfie series is out. The selfie series is so cool. I think every the Power Ranger team, GI Joe team, Marvel Legends team, they all pulled out a mini figure of themselves, all the same figures. And then I was looking at them and I was like, those don't look that great with them all the head sculpts and stuff. They didn't look just like the people. Some of them were a little like easy to do because they look pretty simple. But some of them look good and some of them look off. So then they announced it, and then you could actually go on your phone and try it yourself. So I went and tried it myself, and I checked out the selfie series, and I think it looks really bad. I was checking it out. I took the picture because the first thing you do is you take a picture of your face. Then it puts your face in a digital rendering, and already I was like, that doesn't even look like me. I should have took pictures so I could post them on here, but it didn't look like me at all. Then when you get into like the different types of figures you could get into, I think they showed Star Wars. I think it was a Mandalorian, a Stormtrooper, and a TIE, not a TIE fighter, like an X-wing flight pilot. There you go, pilot. And when I was looking at them, I was like, those are maybe Mandalorian I would do, the Stormtrooper maybe, but I don't know if they haven't told us if they come with a helmet. They haven't told us if they come with like other accessories. It looks like it's just you with a box and that's it. So that was one of the things I was looking at, and I know I was advocating for it. I was saying like I have my own personal custom head sculpt that I put on my head, like for a Marvel Legend, and I like it a lot. But I paid like $60 for it, so I was like, it's kind of reasonable because you get an action figure rather than just a head sculpt. But then as I was looking at the features that they let you do, because they let you do some of the beards, but they don't have a lot of variety, not a lot of selections. So like I was saying about the Star Wars figures, they probably have like 4 Star Wars figures, 2 GI Joe figures with the Snake Eyes and the Scarlet. I think I saw for the Marvel Legends they have Iron Man, Spider Man, and a Black Widow. And then I think for GI Joe, they like I said, they have Snake Eyes and Scarlet. And then for Ghostbusters, they have just 2 plain Ghostbuster bodies. And I was looking at those, I was like, I kind of don't want any of those bodies. I would rather have a deluxe. I'd rather have a suited body or something cool. That's something I wish they would do, but obviously they're going like whatever is cheaper and whatever's cost efficient for them to make money. So they're doing that. But then I was tripping out because I was like, all right, let me try to see if I get a beard that's like mine and a mustache. And they had nothing that looked like my facial hair. So I was like, all right, that's gonna suck. And then they had I was trying to look through it, but I didn't see any hairstyles that look like a hairstyle I would have. Like right now I'm bald, and they don't even have a bald guy. I didn't see anything that had like just bald. I think you had to select hair. And all the hairstyles were weird. So one of the things that bothered me is that they did not have a large selection of hairstyles. They didn't have a large selection of figures, and they didn't have a large selection of like facial hair. So, and they spent the whole stream talking about it, and it just, I honestly, I was like I said, I was an advocate for it. I was like, this is gonna be a good deal at $60. They raised the price because the host, like I was saying, the host said on the stream, he says it's $60 right now, $59.99. But normally, he said normally it's a, I think I want to say he said a $69 or a $79.99 deal. So then I was like, damn, that's too expensive for me. And I was kind of like, I'm probably not gonna make that purchase. So I did see a bunch of people checking it out and doing it and sending, a couple of the homies sent us like pictures of how their faces looked on the app, because that's how you do it. You do the app, and none of these pictures that they took look anything like them. None of the facial hair, none of that stuff was working. And so I think that I just think that this was it's gonna be a flop for them, and I want to see if Hasbro eventually still continues on with this. So I'm already gonna say that I think it's not gonna work. But we're gonna look at some of the comments that you guys are sending in. Plastic Addict is in here. Plastic Addict says, "Here we go. What's up, Plastic Addict? Thank you so much for being here, brother. If you're not doing anything, we got some open spots so you can jump on the stream." I do see Greg has added. Greg, if you're there, let us know. I'll leave you on it.
Oh yeah, what's up, man?
Oh, there you go. I was worried you weren't gonna show up today.
Nah, I was just getting everything ready. Gotta get comfortable. Gotta get my drink.
Eddie's in here. Eddie says, "What's up? What's up, Eddie?
What's up, Eddie?
I hope you're doing good out in San Jose, in NorCal, man.
And congrats on the new job, man. I saw that post.
Yeah, dude, it's always good to see someone coming up. It doesn't matter if it's figs or regular life. It's always good to see people doing their thing, being able to keep it going. Art G is here. Says some waves. Says hello. Hello, Art G. It's good to see you again. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you being on the stream. We appreciate everybody in here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what else we got. Valaverse is way better, says Eddie. Eddie, I have not bought a Valaverse figure. I wanted my first Valaverse figure to be darn it, what is why am I blanking on his name? Sergeant Slaughter. I wanted Sergeant Slaughter to be that. I know G.I. Joe, the classified series, is making a Sergeant Slaughter, so I'm kind of tied between the two. But I think the Valaverse figures look way better and have better accessories. So I have been meaning to check those out, but I stopped buying G.I. Joes because it just, I don't know, man. They're dope figures, but I just stopped using them the way I used to. So I used to pose them and put them. I had all kinds of stuff I was doing, but I let go of the G.I. Joe. So maybe Valaverse will have to be my next purchase to check those out.
Those G.I. Joes have been calling my name recently, man.
They're looking good. Speaking of G.I. Joes, we were talking to Plastic Addict about them because we were getting into them, and Plastic Addict, man, he is fiending for some Joes, dude. I'm telling you. He was just sending us pictures, and every picture he sent, I was like, dude, don't get me back into G.I. Joes right now, man. I'm not ready to spend my money like that. But Plastic Addict says, I'm good on those Vala joints. I got no connection to them.
I kind of look at them just like regular, like mercenaries, like
that's what I was just about to say.
No name soldiers,
Like if you like the G.I. Joes and you have, like, that's the thing for me is when I have G.I. Joes, when I had the G.I. Joes, I was looking at stuff like Valaverse or other companies who make other like military type figures, just because you got your G.I. Joes, you got your Cobras, so you got your good guys and the enemies, but it's always cool to have a little random, for pictures, like random soldiers, or, just to have like just random things to piece out for when you're doing like pictures or photography, stuff like that always helps out. So I wouldn't knock them just yet, Plastic, because I think some of those would look really good going up against your G.I. Joes, so I'd probably check those out. I want to say Jonathan is back. Hopefully, if you're there, we'll listen to you. I hope you're there because you got some
internet troubles.
Yeah, are you here? He's here. He's having some technical issues. His tech team on the outside has been working hard over there.
I agree with that, RG. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Funko Matt is here. Funko Matt, hello, Funko Matt. It's good to see you, bro. I'm glad you can make it. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you guys so much. And let's see. We got some other comments. Boom. Eddie says, I love you guys. Eddie, you know we love you, bro. We love you. Let's see. Valaverse. All right, yeah, there you go. I'm getting to what Greg was talking about. He says RG says Valaverse is so good for army builders, for men and female figures. They are so. I did see that Valaverse had a really cool looking female figure. She had like a scar on her face. I don't know what her figure was called, but that one was calling my attention because I was like,
yeah,
dang,
that one looked cool.
That one's a pretty good looking female figure. I haven't seen if they made any other ones, but that's the only one I saw like on Instagram pictures of that one. And that one I was like, man, that's a pretty decent figure. Because I want to say like the G.I. Joe male figures are pretty clean, but the female figures that they made, like I think Scarlet, they had a couple movie ones. I didn't like those bodies because they feel very like flimsy. So and the feet, like I don't know why the feet for female figures never feel sturdy, like where you could pose them or put them in dynamic poses. So that always sucks.
I love those. I think they're, what are they, like wasp soldiers? They look cool, man, with the shields and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they look like Yellow Jacket, huh?
Yeah, I like
the head sculpt looks like Yellow Jacket. That would, you know what? I think I remember me and you talking about it, saying that if we had like Yellow Jacket, it would be cool to buy like a bunch of those to have like as a Yellow Jacket army, because I think they have wings and stuff.
Yeah, they have wings. I think
that would be really dope. I'm trying to think if they've. I'm trying to think of where, because I know you get them on the website, but I think somewhere in Frankenstein's has the Valaverse figures, because I think we've seen them. Is it D-Pins?
What
they have
and
figures,
Frankenstein's,
yeah. So they have actual figures that you could buy at Frankenstein's. The Valaverse figures, I think Mighty Pins has them. I don't know if Aegis Geeks has them, because I don't think I've seen them there, but I know I have seen it. So maybe at D-Pins, yeah. So Eddie in the chat says D-Pins has them.
And they're pretty reasonable, right? They're like, what are they like?
I want to say like $30. Yeah, $30. Yeah. So they're not expensive. I don't know. I've never looked at the website to actually buy them. Plastic, if you're in here, actually, I don't know why I'm saying plastic, because he says he won't touch those. But somebody in here says they have them. So whoever is in the chat, if you guys have purchased them from the Valaverse website, let me know how much they cost on there and how much, if there is a price difference from D-Pins. Because if Valaverse, the website, sells them cheaper, I'd rather buy from there. But sometimes with shipping, it gets a little expensive. Funko Matt says, what Hot Toys are you guys looking forward to next? I'm waiting on that Boba with Throne. Justin Collections video just reassured me on that purchase.
Me personally, like stuff that's out, right? Like the releases. I want to say I'm pretty anxious to get my hands on Hunter. But I mean, I don't know when that's going to be.
Yeah, I remember when we went to San Diego Comic-Con, we saw those. The record looks really good.
Oh man, I'm waiting for them to announce those figures. Hopefully, we get the whole squad.
I want to say for me, that the hot toys I'm looking forward to most is between the Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Or I think on pre-order I have a beautiful
figure, man.
The Batman, Robert Pattinson, the Batman.
That's another great looking figure.
One. So those are two figures I'm really excited. I don't know. I think the Darth Vader's not coming out for a very long time. Yeah, but I think the Batman might be coming within the next few months or a year. I don't know, man. When they put up pre-orders for Hot Toys, the Hot Toys like don't come for like 2 years, 3 years. So.
Yeah, it takes forever for those.
It's a really long waiting game, and it hurts my heart to know that you're waiting for it. Jonathan looks like he's back. Hopefully, he's got his internet going. Jonathan, are you back? You're back?
Hopefully. No, he's not back.
Damn. Jonathan, I would just unplug your router and plug it back in, and hopefully it works. But Plastic Addict says, I got Serpenter when the Pulse members got theirs. Hasbro app wouldn't let you grab it if you wasn't a Pulse member. But if you use the Pulse website, it worked just fine. You know what? I saw that one and it looks pretty nice. But I haven't been a Pulse member for a long time because, like,
it's a rip-off.
For me, it just wasn't worth the money. You pay $50, I think, for the year. It does help on shipping if you buy from the Pulse. Like the only times I use the Pulse free shipping or buying a figure on Pulse.com was when it was like a Pulse exclusive, and that's like once a year. So it's kind of like you're paying $50 to save what 10 $15 on shipping once, or a couple figures. So for me, it was a waste of money because when like a couple other figures came out, I wouldn't pre-order from Pulse. I'll just get it from Target or Walmart, whatever store has it. So I just find them in the stores. But for people who need them in their collection, like, and they just pre-order and they don't go to stores, it's probably more beneficial for you, because if you're buying figures like every month or every other month, then you'll get your money's worth. But for waiting that long, I don't know, it's worth it. RG says standard fig is $31.99. Army Builders is $21.99, and the weapons pack for them is $12.99. $8 shipping all the time, no matter how big the order. That's not bad. So they're $31, but at Depends they sell them for $35. So I guess it's not that bad. And then the Army Builders are $21.99. So dang, that's actually a really good price. And the weapons packs, I've seen some of them and they're not bad. A lot of them actually look really cool. So I guess if I see Sergeant Slaughter on there, that's probably, I want him to be my first purchase if I'm gonna buy Valaverse. So that's cool. Eddie says, I bought them on Depends. Their site sells them for the same price, $31.99. So I guess if I get it from the Depends site, you save money. But I don't know why. But for me, when I go in person and buy a figure, it feels like more like I got it, like I have it, rather than ordering it from online, because then you're waiting, like it's shipping. So for me, I hate when I'm waiting for something to come to my house. So I always try to like go and get it in person. I try not to spend that extra money too, because sometimes it's like, exactly like for the Valaverse, spending like an extra $3 or $2 isn't gonna hurt me to have it now. So that, but if it's like an extra 20 or $30, then I'll just wait for it to get shipped to me. So. All right, Jonathan looks like he's back, and fingers crossed that Jonathan is in here with some good internet, and we'll go ahead and
Nope.
he's gone already.
Nah, he's not.
I'm so sorry, Jonathan, man.
He's
having some trouble. But hey, you know what? Sometimes it happens.
Booted.
It was you. That's right, dude. Last stream, Greg was getting booted like every time he was saying something.
Was like, every 20 minutes I'd get booted.
And he disappeared. But all right. Hopefully Jonathan can make his way in. But right now we're gonna get into it. We're going to talk about. You know what? Greg was talking about the Indiana Jones figures. So obviously we're gonna talk about those. But I do have some clips I want to put up for Greg to watch for Indiana Jones. All right. So we're going to talk about the Indiana Jones figures. These were on day 2. And on day 2, they put these out. So here's Indiana Jones right here in his glory. And the cool thing, I like this figure because it reminds me of the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland. So for me, this is probably like the reason why I would cop it, because it reminds me of the ride. I know it's specific to a movie. Is it Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah.
Okay. And then so they're doing like where it's like a build a I don't even remember what they were calling.
Build a
artifact. Which I think is funny that they're doing it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. We never asked for this. I don't care for any of the other figures.
I mean, there's some hardcore fans out there that I'm sure are happy, but personally, I just want Indy. And if they make Shia LaBeouf's character, I'll take that too. But
dude, that's what I'm saying.
Good.
If they make Shia LaBeouf's character, I will buy him, and I will buy Indiana Jones. It reminds me of like the Ghostbusters, where the Ghostbusters were cool, but I don't know if I needed them, in figure form. I would be more down to buy them in, like, when Mezco made the 5-pack or a 4-pack, I was more down to buy those because it just looked nicer. But I feel like these figures are just not, like, there's a lot of characters in this that I'm probably not interested in buying.
Well, I think that suited figure looks like a mobster. I mean, I'm sure
he does actually.
Those are good figures for like background characters and stuff, for photography.
Yeah, I mean, I actually want to see that again. That
but I hate that those things have single joints, man.
They do, like, and you know why they have single joints? Do you know why? Because the team who does the Black Series is the same team who's doing these. And it's crazy because even the Ghostbusters figures had double joints, right? Or was I? Am
No,
I wrong?
I think they had single as well. I think they were on. They looked
Are
like
you
they were on like
sure?
on that rose body.
That's true. No, I swear they had double joint. In the chat, if you guys are in the chat, let us know if the Ghost Buster figures had single or double joints. We would appreciate it. But I honestly,
I think their knees were double, right? But their arms were
the
single. I don't
knees were
remember.
double. The arms were either double or single, but I could have sworn I remember them being double. But like you were saying about this the Suda figure, you dude, I don't know why I didn't think about that. He could be a really good like mobster, a goon for like Spider-Man or like somebody that works for Kingpin. I don't know, imagination flies, right?
You could also be a zombie, man. You could throw him in a zombie right there
Paint him up.
with the zombie Marvel figures. Have some civilian zombies right there in the backgrourend.
I feel
No,
like
I mean, because
you want to
his
make like a
melted
whole zombie world on.
his melted face looks like a zombie face.
Oh shoot! So he has a melted face. That's another accessory.
Yeah,
I didn't even see that one.
yeah,
As I
it's
was
on him
looking
right
through
now.
this.
I think just the picture's a little blurry, but
Yeah. But dude, that's a good idea. I think that's something that I might do. I might pick him up and make him a mobster because that's cool. Somebody
yeah, but I'm
said
not really like I wouldn't call
they look
myself a
like Black
super fan.
Series single joints everywhere. Yeah, so RG says single joints everywhere for these
Yep.
Indiana Jones figures. So it is true. These have single jointed elbows, which I guess they're. I don't even know what the purpose is, especially that we have pinless, double jointed elbows and knees now. That hides all their because a lot of the argument with the single jointed elbows and stuff with the Black Series and with these figures, the argument is that it makes the figures look more realistic, like they don't have joints, like they don't have like the because I remember they used to put those pegs like what they still do with the Spider-Man figures that don't have colors or that indentation, and they would say like, you know what, single joints gets rid of that. It makes it look more realistic. It makes it look nicer. But I mean, we have pinless now, so what's the point of
But
keeping
you
that
know what
single
sucks
joint?
about pinless figures though is that for customizers who like to kit bash and
Yeah,
take parts off, it's hard to do that now. I don't even know if you can do it anymore without the pins.
you know what? I haven't looked up any videos on it. I'm sure there's somebody who learned how to do it, but I'm sure it's way more complicated.
Yeah, it's easier before. You just heat
I
it and just
remember,
pop them
yeah,
out real easy.
that's what I was about to say. I remember being able to swap like arms or legs whenever you want to. It made it cool to be able to do that, kit bashing figures and stuff. But I mean, so Greg, like with the Indiana Jones, do you just want Indiana Jones, or is there any
Yeah,
other figures in
I
the
just
line?
want indie because this is I've always wanted a 6-inch indie because before this the only other one was a Figma figure and it's small, you know, because Figma runs a little small, and it was expensive. I don't know if it still is, but it was expensive when I was looking into it. So now I could get a 6-inch indie for a reasonable price. So I'm pretty excited about that. But he's the only one I really want. And like I said, if they
Yeah,
make Shia LaBeouf's character, I'm down for that one too.
I would buy Shia LaBeouf's character. I mean, like for me, I'm gonna be honest. I have only watched, I want to say one or two, um, of the Indiana Jones movies. Like I think I watched the original, the first one, and then I watched the one with Shia LaBeouf. So I haven't really watched the Indiana Jones movies. It's not something that I kind of. It's not nostalgic for me because I didn't really watch it growing up. I know the only reason why it would be nostalgic for me is just because the Disneyland ride, and the same outfit that he has on in the figure that he has on in the ride. So that's the reason why I'm looking at it. But
Yeah,
uh,
I'm not a super fan of Indiana Jones. I do like it. I just like Harrison Ford. You know, that's why I gotta.
yeah, I mean the one movie that I watched, it was Data from the Goonies. He was the little kid that was in the movie. I don't know if that's the first one or the second one. But he's also a character I watched in there. So
Yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't put him. I don't know if he's in the Raiders of the Lost Ark, but I'm surprised they haven't made a figure of that. Like added that kid to the figure.
you know what? I'm not sure about that art. I would have to have them side by side
Yeah,
to
Art
really.
says, is it the 6 inch or the black? Is it the 5 inch or the 6 series? The Black Series 6 inch, because Black Series to me is mostly 5 to 6 inch. Yeah, they are. You know what? That's funny that you say that because I know the Black Series are very small compared to Marvel Legends. Even I want to say they're even smaller compared to GI Joes, but they're about the same size as Power Rangers. and they're definitely as small as the Ghostbuster figures. So I don't know if I don't know how the scale is gonna be. I
I
guess
want to
like
say
when
it
we see
scales to
reviews.
Black Series though because it's the same team. So
Yeah, so it says it's the same team. Most likely will scale Black Series, but
yeah, I
that
want to
sucks
say.
because it would be cool if he's a little bit taller. So that sucks. But I mean, who knows? Jonathan's trying his luck again. Fingers crossed. He's
It
gonna
looks
be
better
here
this
for a
time. It
while.
looks better. There he is.
And you're moving a lot better. Everything
Yeah.
looks good. Uh, just to get you in on what we're talking about, Jonathan. We're talking about the Indiana Jones figures, and we're talking about if their height is Star Wars size or Marvel Legends size. So hopefully they're oh, all right. Well, I'll let you know later, John.
Well, Plastic has confirmed that they are
Yeah.
double joints on the Ghostbusters. That's
So Plastic Addict did confirm that the Ghostbusters have double jointed knees and elbows. So that I mean, for me that raises a question though. The reason why it raises the question is because if they're double joint, if they could do that with Ghostbusters, why didn't they do that with Indiana Jones? Wasn't it the same team, the same Star Wars team that did the Ghostbusters though?
I want to say yeah.
If not, then maybe
That
it
could
was a
be it
different
too.
team that did it, or maybe there's somebody who had different thoughts on it. Maybe that Ghostbusters they were like, "Yo, if we don't get double jointed elbows, we're not gonna let you do it." So who
Well,
knows?
doesn't Hasbro actually like own that property though? Ghostbusters.
Oh, you know what they do? I think because
And
they have
so
the
they
rights to
pay.
make the movies and stuff. Same thing with
So
Transformers and same things with GI
yeah,
Joe.
so the Star Wars is one that they're paying for the license. So maybe
That's true. So
the like
Indiana Jones, they're probably doing it too.
the budget probably went towards the likeness, so they had to like
I guess that's true.
cut
I
some
didn't think
corners with the
about that.
articulation. That's the only thing I could think about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if like single jointed elbows are cheaper than doing double jointed elbows. You would also think that doing double
I would
jointed
say so.
pinless elbows would be more expensive than double jointed pin elbows. And you would think that since Marvel Legends and GI Joe, because I think GI Joe is now doing pinless, so you would think that Marvel Legends and GI Joe would do pinless, and then Star Wars would step it up a little bit, and they would start doing maybe the double joints with the pins, like they did with the Stormtroopers before. You would think that'd be something they would do. So
Star Wars, I think, out of all the lines, is very behind on just about everything that they do, man.
Star Wars is definitely not up to par with. It's crazy to say this because Star Wars has been doing they've been doing Black Series figures for way longer, but they're way more up to par. The 6-inch GI Joes and the 6-inch Power Rangers are more up to par than the freaking Star Wars figures, dude.
Yeah, they're still stuck with their single joints and stuff.
Yeah,
It's pretty frustrating.
it's upsetting. It's upsetting. Plastic Addict says the Temple of Doom is definitely still fire. Definitely still. I mean, you know what? This seeing the figures, it might make me go back and watch all the movies just because I feel left out right now that I don't know about all
Yeah,
the
I've been wanting to
movies.
go back and watch them. It's been a while.
Yeah. Instead of watching Harry Potter this month, I'm gonna go and watch all the all the Indiana Jones movies.
They still hold up though. Last time I remember watching them, I was like, you know what? They're not for when they came out. The effects and stuff, they're not as cheesy. Like they actually hold
Yeah,
up.
I guess right. Funko Matt says, I'm not really stoked for the indie figs, but definitely happy to see those who love the franchise. Um, Also, not a surprise considering the next and last indie film is coming out soon. That is true. It's crazy. You know what? Talking about it, that the movie's coming out. I remember they were saying that Harrison Ford was saying that nobody else is gonna be allowed to play Indiana Jones. Like when he dies, the character dies. Like I think that he was saying that he doesn't want to allow anybody to take up the mantle.
He's killing off all his legendary characters from
Yeah, because he did it with Han
Han
Solo. No,
Solo, Blade Runner. He's just
Blade
killing them
Runner
all
too.
off. Yeah, he killed the character off in Blade Runner.
That's crazy. But the funny thing is that I don't know if maybe he had a say on it. Maybe he didn't have a say like the way he does with Indiana Jones. Because some
No,
actors,
because in
when they
Star Wars, I think he agreed to come back only if he got a kill off on if Han Solo died. That's what he
no, I
wanted to
know,
die.
but and for Indiana Jones, he's saying he doesn't want any actor like he was saying like Shia LaBeouf would never be Indiana Jones because I'm not gonna allow any other actor to reprise my role. But he didn't do that with uh Han Solo because another actor played Han Solo in the Han Solo movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he works with some of that stuff, but I remember him saying stuff like that. So it's kind of crazy, but it is cool because, like actually, I was just about to say this, but Funko Matt says Chris Pratt said he wouldn't do Indy out of respect for Harrison Ford. But I was gonna say if anybody would be a good Indiana Jones besides Shia LaBeouf, it would be Chris Pratt. I would have loved to see him being Indiana Jones. That would have been cool. But yeah, I guess I would have been like, hey, money's money, and if you guys want to offer me a couple million to pull up and be Indiana Jones, I'll be there. If somebody wants to call me, I'll do it. Let's see. All right, Jonathan is trying again. Fingers crossed.
Take 10.
Take 10. Jonathan.
John,
are you with us?
No.
Nah. Jonathan is here, ladies and gentlemen. He is here and trying to get his internet connection
He's
going.
better off just staying in the chat and just typing shit in.
You know what, Jonathan? We if you can't, if it doesn't work, then oh, we can hear the chat in the background, Jonathan.
I'm watching the stream while I'm trying to figure this shit out, and dude, I don't know why.
Your internet is bad right now, dude. Oh shit. There's no way he's stuck like that. I feel like it's a prank.
Nah, he's stuck.
This site is the only thing that's not working for me right now. I don't know why.
But everything's working fine?
Yeah, everything. I was just checking if anything worked, like my PlayStation and the internet and everything like that. And then I keep...
Oh, no. He's like, I could play COD right now, and I can't do the stream. He's like, hop off and just play COD.
That's basically what he's trying to tell me, because it's
yes, I do. Cut the stream,
working
hop
more.
On COD,
basically,
and, get some dubs, huh?
Basically.
Oh no, Jonathan, we're losing you. We're losing you.
So what's after Indy?
Oh no. All right. Yeah. So I'm moving on to the next thing. We're talking about Indiana Jones, but we're gonna move on, and we're gonna play a couple clips. I want to get into Power Rangers too, because I don't collect Power Rangers, but they showed off a couple figures. It's very short, so they showed off some stuff from Dino Thunder. And I was the reason why I was looking at the Power Rangers, because I was looking at the joints to also see if they're doing pinless with Power Rangers. I was looking at some of them, and it looks like they're starting to do pinless. But you know, the reason why I want to talk about Power Rangers, and it's like G.I. Joe 2, is I saw a video about Marvel Legends, and I saw someone talking about how Marvel Legends, all they do is do repaints, all they do is use the same body molds, all they do is use the same accessories and the same thing. But the Power Rangers line and the G.I. Joe line have been doing every figure with the same body molds, but like Marvel Legends, they tweak it. Like this body mold is the Putty body mold. It's also the same body mold as the Mighty Morphins. It's the same body mold as the SPD. It's the same body mold. Actually, not SPD. I think it was Time Force or something like that. But it's the same body mold that they use for all these figures. But the only thing is they'll add extra accessories. A lot of the accessories are the same, but they'll add not accessories, but damn, what is it called? Like a plastic mold that goes over that body so that it looks a little different. Like the same thing what they did with the what are the evil Rangers, Psycho Rangers.
Psycho Rangers.
So they did the same thing with the Psycho Rangers, where they made a certain body, but they put different overlays of like plastic to make it look different. So I see a lot of people complaining about like Marvel Legends doing resculpts or not resculpts, but reuses of the repaints and stuff like that. But G.I. Joe's and Black Series and Star Wars and Power Rangers do the same thing. And that's something I was looking at. And I really like this figure right here. Like this particular figure, this little Wild Force putty looking figure. This one's clean. And I like the head sculpt on it. It looks really nice. It honestly, this particular figure had me thinking like, man, I think I'm about to get back into the Power Ranger line, because this figure looks really cool. So it's something I was looking at. Like that head sculpt looks really dope. But I was thinking about that too. Like I was thinking about how I was like, dang, that's the same body mold as the putty. It's literally the same body mold that they've used for like a bunch of different figures, like a bunch of the Power Ranger figures. And I was like, I don't ever hear anybody complain and go, what the heck?
I think the Power Ranger fans are just they're easier to please. The only thing that I hear Power Ranger fans complain about the most is they're not getting the characters they want, or the stuff's not painted accurately. That's the stuff I hear them complain about the most. But they don't care about the molds, man. They're happy with it.
Yeah, it's surprising to me because I know a lot of people hate on Marvel Legends for using the same body molds, like using repaints. Like literally during Pulsecon, I didn't hear anybody talk about the G.I. Joe reuse of the body molds because they had, like, I think about G.I. Joe. They made like 4 of the same Snake Eyes on the same body molds with different paint apps. They made 2 or 3 roadblocks already with the same body mold, and then they made like repaints, and then they did the same thing with another figure that they put out that it just has a different shirt, and they were like, well, this time he has a different shirt, and instead of having gray hair on his arm, he has orange hair on his arm. And I was like, yo, but people are like, hell yeah, finally he's got orange hair instead of gray hair. And I was like, whoa. But then when they did the what's his name with the orb, they did the orb figure, he had the Bucky Cat mold, and everybody's like, the Bucky Cat mold again. How dare they put a Bucky Cat mold out there again after all these years? And I'm just like, whoa, hang on, but the G.I. Joe dude with the orange hair is the same thing, and I didn't hear nobody complain. So it just surprises me, you know, that some stuff goes overlooked, but other stuff doesn't. But I guess it's who collects the line, right? You know, if you collect the line, and you know, because that's one thing that honestly it does bother me that they reuse molds, but it's just like the anger in people is usually towards like the Marvel Legends side rather than like G.I. Joe or the Power Rangers.
And the thing about that orb figure too is that I get the frustration with that Bucky Cat mold, but you guys gotta remember too, it's such an obscure character. Like he's such a Z-lister that I don't think like it mattered if they put him on a, you know, like him being on a better body mold is not gonna make me want to buy him any more or any less. You know, it's just like,
yeah. I agree. I agree with the. I mean, there's some body molds that I'm like, all right, why didn't you know? Because I think I was just talking about this when I did the Bagman Spider-Man review. I was like, man, I wish they would have just reused not the Mr. Fantastic body mold, but the Spider-Man body mold that they've been using. Not even the retro one. I was talking about just them using the one they used for the Power Down Human Torch. I can't remember what specific character that was the first body mold they used him on, but like I was even saying that, like there's sometimes where we're just like, I would have rather had them use this body mold than that body mold. So it's a surprise too when they do that. But I think the Power Ranger figures look cool. They didn't really do anything Mighty Morphin. Like I still been waiting for them to reveal like an Ivan Ooze. That would probably get me back into collecting the Mighty Morphin stuff. And I want to say there's a couple other of like, you know how they're in the movie. I want to see them do the Power Rangers movie stuff. I think that's the stuff I would actually buy, is that they do the Power Rangers Mighty Morphin like armored suits from the old movie, not the new one, but the old one, and then the Ivan Ooze. That would get me back into the Power Rangers 6-inch. But right now, I collected them pretty hardcore when they first started coming out, and now I don't even collect them at all. And I feel like Greg's on the same boat with me.
Yeah, we're all. Put it this way: we have one of the biggest. We own one of the biggest Lightning Collection Facebook groups.
Oh, that's true.
We're not even like
we don't even collect them anymore.
We don't even collect the figures anymore.
Yeah, we do have a Power Rangers Lightning Collection group. We started it when the Power Rangers Lightning Collection first came out. I think it has like 7,000 people, 8,000 people, or something like that. And that's when we were going hardcore with the.
And it gets a lot of traffic too.
It does get a lot of traffic, and it gets a lot of people fighting. And me and Greg have to be like me, Greg, Jonathan. We have to be some crazy admins going in there and solving crimes and stuff like that.
And they fight for the stupidest things. That's what makes it funny.
Yeah, and the crazy thing too is Jonathan, friendly neighbor Turner, if he was able to talk and let you guys know, but he's honestly, when I started collecting the Power Rangers, I knew about like Mighty Morphin, I knew about SPD, I knew about a couple of the other like earlier versions of the Power Rangers, but Jonathan knew everything to know about the Power Rangers, dude. He was like, I was like, whoa, what's this team from? He's like, oh yeah, that's from Wild Force. He was in this and this and this, and he was like, oh yeah, that's Dino Thunder, and I was like. And he was like, that's Dino Charge. And I was like, whoa, what's Dino Thunder and what's Dino Charge? He was like, this is this. And I was like, whoa, this dude knows more about Power Rangers than I even knew when I was doing all the Power Rangers stuff. So it's crazy because even he is kind of like, I think that Power Ranger hype just kind of died out. And now we all don't even do Power Rangers anymore.
It definitely died out. That's for sure.
Oh, he's
That's
here.
for sure.
He
No,
can hear.
I'm here. I'm here.
I wasn't sure if you were still with us.
Oh man, it's lagging so bad. I really don't understand what's the problem here. I'm confused at this. So, I'm still here. It's just the camera is lagging for me, so it's
Nah,
not
you're
even.
good. I mean,
It's the
hey,
But
camera.
I
I
could at
just,
least talk.
hey,
But
even if we get you to talk, as long as you're here, you know.
yeah. So I'm gonna just put this. There you go. And then no, yeah, you're definitely right. The Power Ranger hype for sure has ended for me. I remember telling Mikey that and Greg when we started the Ranger group. It's probably gonna be like not that big or anything like that, but it grew to like 6,000 people plus, man, and I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So yeah, like Mikey said, the Power Rangers. I really enjoyed Power Rangers. I really followed it. I grew up watching Power Rangers, and I tried my best to collect all the toys that I really liked, right? But it's just like Mikey said, it's just stopped for me. I had to drop a line, like financially. That
True.
also put into consideration, guys collect responsibly. That's the way it goes. And then I, like Mikey said, I just keep seeing like some.
Oh,
and he's
we had
gone.
some good points there. I was hyped to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
No,
There he goes.
I can't tell when I'm frozen or not. To be honest with you guys.
I honestly thought you froze. I was like, oh,
I thought you
no.
froze too.
No,
Oh.
I did freeze. I did freeze.
Oh, okay.
Man, I really don't know what the fuck.
Do you have a HeroScape, Mikey, up in there? Is there any HeroScape fans that are watching? I don't know if you guys remember that board game back in the day.
I actually
I'm
never really played board games, so I would not be the person.
I'm so hyped for that, man. I was so into that as a kid when I was like 17 years old, playing that shit. I used to be embarrassed going to Target and buying the little miniatures. I used to be like, oh yeah, let me get a gift receipt in case he doesn't like it,
In case my nephew,
yeah, in case my nephew doesn't like it.
My little cousin. You know what? When I first started collecting figures, I'd be like, I have like 2 or 3 figures on the thing, and then they'd be like, "Is that it for you?" I'd be like, "Oh yeah, my little cousin's gonna love these. They're for him. He's 3 years." And at the time, I didn't even have a cousin that was like a certain age. All my cousins were like 20 something, and I was pretending I had a little cousin that I was buying this for.
But now I don't care, man. I'll go buy all the toys.
Yeah, now I'll do it in front of people. I'll be like, "Yeah, I buy toys, and what? What are you gonna do about it?"
Now we're right there arguing with the workers to go to the back.
Yeah,
to get
now
the
we're fighting with the work. They're like, we don't have that in the back. I'm like, it says you have in the back. Go look. Customer's always right. Nah, I don't fight with I try not to fight with the people because then they're not gonna help you at all.
Yep.
Funko Matt, he says, agreed. Let me actually remove this. He says, agreed. I'd be more interested in the OG Power Rangers just for nostalgia reasons. It's true. Just for nostalgic purposes, I'd like to have like an Ivan Ooze. I remember I'm not gonna, and Greg could contest to this. He could tell me that I maybe not as much as Fernie, but I had like 20 Power Ranger putties from the Mighty Morphin. And I wasn't just buying them when they put a 2-pack out that was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. I was buying them where they were double packed with a Green Ranger, and you could only get them at GameStop, and I think they were $40 a piece. And I remember buying like 15 of those 2-packs, and I would sell the Green Ranger, try to at least make it where I paid like $10 for the putty. But even having all that, I let it all go, and I think I passed most of them to Fernie, and now Fernie probably has the biggest putty collection in the world. So, yeah.
All right, what's
Fernie, if you ever watch this, send me a picture of all your putties. But yeah, before we get into the rest of the comments, we're gonna check out the next thing we're gonna talk about, which is Marvel Legends. And I know it's something that most of the people are loving right now because the Marvel Legends are probably the biggest. That's why I'm saying Marvel Legends probably has the biggest line, because I remember watching this stream, so many people,
beautiful figures. Look at them, man.
So many people were just like, show the Marvel Legends. Who cares about the Transformers? Who cares about the Power Rangers? Who cares about this? I just want to see the Marvel Legends. Then finally, when they got to it, it crashed. I remember me and Jonathan were watching it on the TV, and then right when they were about to start it, and he's talking, just like Jonathan, the stream, the live disappeared, and we were waiting for it to play. But yeah, I mean, like Greg said, these are two beautiful figures. Seeing this up close, being able to see the Ghost Rider up close like that, being able to see the Mephisto up close like that, I was like, yo,
They look good, man. They
I
look
think I
so
want to
good.
back. I think I want to back that Ghost Rider HasLab, and I'm still tempted to do it. I know probably your friendly neighbor Torner already backed it, and Greg, I
backed
don't
it
know
as
if you
well.
backed it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
backed
backed
it.
it too.
I backed it. It's not charging you to the 31st, though. That's why I backed
So I
it.
think I'm gonna back it then. It's been tough because I'm trying to weigh my options. Like, all right, do I want to buy a hot toy at the same price as this HasLab? Is it really worth the price? And I think that I want to say that the charger itself isn't worth the price, but some of these figures that I feel like they're gonna put in the tiers are gonna make it worth it. Like I
And
feel like this
they
Mephisto.
teased the Goblin Queen too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that I feel like the Mephisto, I feel like the Goblin Queen, I feel like those figures are gonna make it worth buying the HasLab because people don't know this yet. But that Mephisto is gonna be a $100 figure. The Goblin Queen is gonna be $100 figure.
Easy.
The Robbie Reyes figure, because there's no other Robbie Reyes figures, might be $100 figure. And I remember when there was only one Ghost Rider from the Rhino Wave, and people are paying 50. I want to say 80 loose and like 100 something carded, and it was an expensive figure.
I was
So
able to sell mine for that much.
yeah, when it comes to Ghost Rider, man, people don't play around. So I feel like it would be a loss to not, put the money on it. I feel like I could just keep the figures, sell the charger for like 200, and then maybe all the figures I got for like $100. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll have to see. Because I do want to back it, and then people are right. You could cancel if you don't like all the tiers or if you feel like it's not valued. But at least if we get to the tiers, it's worth it, right? So
yeah, that's. I think that's the only way this HasLab's going to be worth it if we unlock all the tiers. As is, if it's just Robbie and the Charger, I'm probably going to back out just because I'm not really satisfied paying that. I'm not comfortable paying that much just for that.
Just for Robbie Reyes and the
Charger.
Yeah,
and the Charger. Even though I do think they're like beautiful things, man. But I'm hoping that we get there, man, and we unlock all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it hits because to see all the tiers is what really gets you to buy it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the like Plastic says he doesn't think it's gonna get to the first tier, and there's a fucking fly in here, and the thing that I would agree with that, but I remember last year with the Galactus, right? Last year the Galactus didn't hit any of the tiers until like the last 2 weeks. Remember, everybody was saying like, oh, this thing's gonna get back, but it's not gonna hit any of the tiers, and it ended up hitting all the tiers within like a week or two. So that's how I feel like we can't really count this out until it gets closer to ending. So I have faith that the last week or two it's gonna hit everything. But we'll see, man.
I mean, the sucky part is go ahead. Oh no,
I don't know if he froze or he's thinking. He's thinking hard.
I don't know.
I keep
there he goes.
What I was saying was that the first 2 times, the Sentinel and the Galactus, both of them were if you back it, you pay now, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, they were never like that. They were
they were like
always
pay when the due date is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I was like tripping out because I could have sworn it was like, oh, unless you pay it already.
I want to say unless you backed it with PayPal, then it took it automatically.
I don't remember ever getting charged. I think now you hear more of like you hear a lot of people saying, oh, just back it and then back out later. You didn't really hear that back then because I think
that's why
we're still kind of getting used to the HasLabs work. I think we're more familiar with them now, so we don't really have those questions anymore. We already know like what's up,
what's going on.
Yeah.
Plastic Guy has a good point. He says it's going backwards. People are pulling out early, which
there was when they got rid of the early bird. A lot of people pulled out, but it started.
I said the same thing. I said that I would pull out, but I didn't even back it yet. So when they let it go, the one thing that I am happy about is that they're keeping the head sculpt. So you have that option to interchange it with this Ghost Rider figure.
At the very least, yeah. But I would have loved another figure, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I think the more figures that they add to it, you know what? If I'm being honest, like it bothers me that they do this whole tier shit because I think when they do the tiers, like I get it, you're trying to promote getting it back to a certain level so you can see what's new, but it would be cool if they're like, these are the tiers, like already off the bat they let you know what's on there. Like they're like, this is your list of tiers. We got this, we got that, and if you guys hit this, you're getting all 5 of these. And then people would be like, all right, if I know we get to hit this point, I know what I'm getting already, I'm more prone to back it. Like if I saw what we were getting through the whole thing, I probably would back it already, and it probably would get backed faster.
Yeah, they're just trying to use it as an initiative to like get people to rush and back it and reveal the next tier. But I
I
don't
don't
think it
know if
always
that's a good
works out
method.
like
I
that.
just
Yeah, I think they're still trying things because I think I agree with what a lot of people are saying where they feel like the base offering should be what the price is, right? So they feel like
yeah.
350 for just the charger and the Robbie's overpriced. With all the figures, it's worth it, but it should be priced based off of just the base
Nope.
offering.
No,
But I think Hasbro is trying to find a loophole to fit a lot of these characters that they probably can't put on the shelves, and so they kind
yeah.
of did the calculations already, and they're like, we're gonna offer them these figures, because it's the only way we could give them to you. Because I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. Maybe they can't have like devils like on pegs. I don't know. Like maybe that's why
I'm sure
they
they
never got
definitely
this figure.
can. I mean, obviously when you're working with brands like Disney and a lot of those brands, you can't do things like that. But it's also one of those things where it's hard to market stuff like that. It's hard to put those out and try to get people like, because if you go in a store and people see that, they're gonna be like, I'm not buying that for my kid. And there are kind of in a sense marketing towards kids with these toys. Like they are action figures. They're not necessarily like it's not like Mesco or it's not like Hot Toys where their market is adults. So it's probably something that they're not able to release. Like a Target, like Targets, Walmarts, they're probably like, we're not gonna sell that in a store. That's not gonna that if anything, that's gonna get mobs of people in front of our store saying to take these down. I remember when like with little toys, there was not even like a Target or a Walmart or nothing. It was like a little dollar store that had this toy where if it was like a mirror, and if you took the mirror out, it had like a scary. It was like a Halloween thing that they reversed it to make it a mirror, but because the parent saw it and posted on social media, it was so bad that they had to like take it off the shelves. And it wasn't even like a real toy. It was like a fake 99-cent store toy, and it's like you kind of get what you buy. Like you buy something for $1. You never know what you're buying in that way. So I think it's
Yeah,
just that that idea of like they don't want that kind of negativity of like products in their store. So they probably have a hard time getting Targets or Walmarts or big retailers to say yes to stuff like that. So I
and
get
it's
it though.
it's it's also why we don't see figures like Slave Leia or Hut Slayer, whatever they're
That's
calling her
true.
now,
We don't see it
because
anymore.
she's like, people complained about it because she was half naked and whatever.
Well, yeah,
And like the Goblin Queen, that's another figure that
yeah,
like I've always wanted it, but she's basically, if you've seen her, she's like she's busty and she's like half naked. They're not gonna put that shit on the pegs, man.
yeah. It's
So
the
this
same.
is our only chance, guys. If you're watching this and you want to back it, you want that figure. It's our only chance to get that figure, man. I'm telling you, they're not gonna ever bring that shit out unless they could pack it into an exclusive somehow.
Yeah, yeah. There was yesterday we were doing the one on stream and John sold Angela figure, which shows cleavage and skin cleavage, and that's one of the things that you bring up a good point is if they make that figure, they might make it with the like how it looks from the comics. Like when you think about Catwoman, when you think about like Dazzler and a couple other characters that they put out and covered the cleavage, but in the comics, the way that they were drawn was very differently. So they have been doing things like not showing cleavage and stuff like that to market better for these stores. But it's also it sucks because to some of the fans, it's not comic accurate. It's not what we saw when we read a comic book. So I get what they're doing though.
Yeah, they make a lot of the female bucks now are flat chested,
Yeah, because they don't want
which
to
I
do
don't get. I don't
stuff
get
like
it.
that.
I don't like, that they act like there's not actually women that have bodies like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not in toy form. I guess.
It offends them in toy form.
Yeah, but yeah, there's more that they revealed. So they did show off like some of the stuff from the Hasbro Pulse, and this is them showing off Orb right here. So this is what we are talking about earlier. There were a lot of people were upset because for the Orb figure, they're reusing the Bucky Cat mold. I think they used this same mold with the boomerang,
And Baron
except for
Zemo.
like Baron Zemo. I think except for like the collar, that's like a new addition. But yeah, the boomerang, the Baron Zemo.
I will tell you what, those cuffs on the gloves are very annoying when you bend that arm, though.
100%. And those boots, I've never liked those kind of boots on figures. Still don't know why they use that. I wish they would like do better boots for those figures.
But
Yeah,
here's why I'm not upset about them using this body on this figure, because I don't think, if you're gonna buy this figure, you're gonna buy it just because you like the way it looks, whether it has a different body or not. Because no one's gonna buy this figure because it's their favorite character, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's Orb, man. You're gonna buy him regardless.
I want to buy him because the eyeball on him looks pretty cool. Like,
Yeah,
it's
he's
just a
an
cool
interesting looking character for sure.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, it's a character I've never heard of. For me, it's just like looking at it, he looks cool. Obviously, nobody. I'm not. I personally, don't get me wrong. I'm not like trying to defend the Bucky Cat mold. I think it's a horrible mold, and I definitely think it's outdated. But it's like, after with certain figures like this, are they really gonna get their money's worth? Because it's such an obscure character, like Greg was saying, that we don't know. Like, this Hasbro team is putting it out with the risk, so they're like, at least if it doesn't sell, we didn't waste money on a new mold trying to put this guy out, and people who don't know about him aren't gonna buy him. So I get what Greg's saying in that part too.
Yeah, if this thing doesn't sell, it's gonna sell because it's Orb, but not because it's on a Bucky Cat mode. I think that's what.
Yeah. And then they showed off. We were just talking about cleavage and stuff like that, and I remember Greg telling me that the yellow area in the middle was not yellow. It was just like you could see her chest, like
no,
that empty space, right?
Not this one. This one.
That's a different one.
Yeah, I think this one. I think it was all white, the exclusive set, right? I used to have it. I don't remember. But I'm actually really hyped for this figure. It was all white, right? It's on that. Yeah, it's on that old body, right? The
old female Buck, yeah.
Robe and stuff.
Well, they're also doing the double jointed elbows now too.
That one, yeah, and that's the difference. So that one has double jointed elbows, man.
Yeah, so that's something that they're at least doing. Like, they're giving us the double jointed elbows on these female figures.
It's finally a good time for that, dude, because we need them without those single jointed.
I think they were also saying that they changed the bottom half, right? I think they said they made it better.
That the problem with this figure, I think the legs would warp
easily.
I think they said they fixed that though. So they said
hopefully they fixed that.
That's what they said.
I'm hoping that they fix the ab
area
for the females, because that one's kind of whack, swivel. And then I still think they need to do something with the hair, maybe use softer plastic, because the hard hair makes it hard to like
move the head
back and forth.
Basically,
That's just. But I do think Hasbro does improve their stuff. They just take long, but they eventually get there. Where I feel like for instance, the Black Series team, I feel like they don't really listen to their fans. They just kind of I don't know. I feel like they're tone.
They just make what they want to make, huh?
Yeah.
Greg, Plastic Guy has a question for you. He wants to know if you could give some background on the Orb.
I'm honestly not. I'm telling you, this is such a Z-lister. I'm not very familiar with this character. The only exposure I have to him is from Original Sin, and that series is fucking garbage. And so that's why when I look at this figure, it just brings back those memories of me spending money, and just like you're invested, you're like, like 5 issues in, you're just like, wow, I might as well finish buying them all. I already bought the other 5, and you're hoping that it gets better. That series never got better, and then it was trash. And then they did my boy Thor dirty in that series. That's the series where he became unworthy, and Thor's one of my favorite characters. So when that was like the beginning of like the down, like Thor going downwards. Like it was just
the fall of Thor, basically.
Yeah, the fall of Thor, man. I hate this. I hate this character. He was shit in the book, and that book was shit.
So what was in that particular book? What did this character like? What was his background like? Why was he involved with Thor or whatever?
So he stole the Watcher's eye, right, John? If I remember correctly.
Is that the eye on his head?
Supposedly he killed the Watcher, and everyone was like,
you find out who actually killed the Watcher though.
Yeah, basically.
He did steal the Watcher's eye, and with that eye, he was able to see everyone's secrets, like all their secret identities, like
Original Sin, basically.
Sin. That's why it's called Original Sin. He was able to see all that stuff, and I mean that's pretty much what he did. He was just kind of. Like at the same time, he was useless in that story.
So that eye he has on his head, is that the Watcher's eye on his head?
No, I think that he has his own eye, but he does. I think he does switch it.
He switches.
Is that a
to
helmet
get the secrets.
or is his actual eye?
That's his actual head.
That's his actual.
So it's just an eye. He's just an eyeball.
He's just an eyeball
guy.
So
that's pretty cool.
You. Yeah.
So that's how he sees you, just through one big eye.
We got multiple stuff out of this Original Sin. We got originally, Tony Stark knew the Hulk's creation was going to happen. So basically he knew the gamma radiation math was wrong. And he just wanted Bruce Banner to look like an idiot. So Tony just let the experiment happen
Oh,
And
so
that,
there's some like super background
yeah,
on some of
super
this stuff.
background. Yeah,
Okay.
dude. So after that, it just Hope finds out that Tony basically made him, and Bruce was super pissed, and they started a little side story of them fighting and shit. You also get one of a popular character first appearance out of it too. We get the
Silk?
secret Silk. Yeah, so we find out
Oh,
that the spider that bit Spider-Man, Peter Parker,
Also bit Silk.
was alive and bit someone
that's from the
else
same
before.
comic run.
Same comic line. It's just different
Oh,
stories
shit.
in that
It's
one.
like a
Oh, that's pretty
like
cool. Like a what if kind of thing.
a tie-in
No,
series.
tie-ins.
Oh, okay.
So expanding from the story, like what's going on with this character and this. Well, this is happening.
And then we
So
also find out that Angela
is alive and is his sister.
is the sister of Thor.
Yep.
Eddie says he's a Ghost Rider villain.
Yeah, I think he rides a motorcycle too. No.
Oh,
I
does
think
he?
so too.
Yeah, he's
he
like
looks
like
Evel
a
Knievel.
stunt. Yeah, like a stunt.
Yeah, he used to be a
Yeah.
stuntman.
And then Plastic
Yeah.
Guy says he's a badass if he was able to kill the Watcher.
No,
he
he
didn't kill the Watcher because everyone thought he did, right? But he didn't. He just stole it after seeing.
Oh, so
we might as well just tell you because we're gonna save you time. Don't read the story. It's bad. The person who killed the Watcher was actually Nick Fury.
It was Nick Fury.
Fury?
Who did it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He
I wonder if they'll do that in like a what if or something.
So Nick Fury found out the Watcher keeps doing all this watching and it's not doing the goddamn thing. And so Nick Fury was in. This is also like the downfall of Nick Fury too, as his character. Like Nick Fury got super paranoid, I believe, right, Greg? And he killed him because he just didn't want no cosmic beings interfering with Earth, and it was just a whole story that was just basically Nick Fury trying to justify why he's doing all this shit, And like to Greg said, the reason why he made Nick Fury found out why Thor was unworthy.
Oh, I think we lost him. Jonathan, are you still there?
Nah, damn it.
Jonathan, calling Jonathan. All right, so let's go. Oh, wait.
Where did I get cut off? Yeah, I'm here. Where did I get cut off?
Right. You got cut off. I don't even remember. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I was wondering, Greg, what did Nick Fury say to Thor to make him unworthy?
They didn't reveal it. So
they did though. They revealed it.
But they didn't reveal it in that series.
Oh no, they didn't.
They didn't reveal that until like years later, actually. And
like how many years? How many years are we talking?
I want to say like 2 or 3 years later, maybe.
This happened in
after
2014.
That comic run?
Yeah.
So this happened in 2014, I want to say, and then they revealed it in 2018.
Yeah, and I did read the issue. I did read the issue. I just don't remember what it was. I just remember it was something so fucking stupid. Because around this point I stopped reading comics because there was just so much dumb stuff happening in comics. Kind of what's happening to the MCU right now is what happened it was what was happening in the comics, and it made me quit reading comics. So now
Eddie knows who Orb is.
I'm not hardcore anymore. Yeah, Eddie's a huge.
It says Orb melts in and out of different parts of the universe, causing trouble all the time. So dang, pretty cool. This is a pretty cool character.
Yeah, he's very interesting, very unique.
You know what? I am curious if they're gonna do that. Like you guys are saying that Nick Fury killed the Watcher, so that would be cool if they do it in the What If series. But
it would be dope.
Speaking of What If series, let's talk about this right here. We got they did reveal that we're getting a What If Gamora.
She looks interesting,
and cool. I'm excited for this one. I was talking about this in a video I did a while ago. There's 3 figures that I'm hoping that they do. They finally made this come true for me, because I want this What If Gamora, but I also want a What If Hawkeye where he has a metal arm.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I want a What If Yellow Jacket dude, where he's evil, because I think that would be a dope figure to have.
I want the Black Widow too with the Red Guardian.
Oh, the Apocalypse one,
yeah, with the Red Guardian.
Oh yeah, with the Red Guardian shield, that would be cool. I mean, it would make sense.
A motorcycle too. Dang.
I don't know, but maybe they go back to doing the Rider series again. Yeah, but this one's a What If version.
Yeah, I'm down for that, man. This one was actually originally supposed to be in the first season, right? But they took it out.
But they took out her.
Yeah,
her
because
art.
it had Eternal characters. It was a spoiler.
Oh, did it really?
To the movie, and the movie got pushed back, so they had to remove this episode.
Oh, interesting. All right,
we probably would have had this like a while back.
Maybe she's gonna fight the Eternals or something. Who knows? Because I mean, when you think about that armor, that when Thanos was wearing it, and you put Gamora in those shoes, dude, it just I don't know. It makes for an
Imagine
exciting.
that in a hot toy.
Oh
No,
man,
it's gonna be a hot toy.
you know
for
what?
Sure.
If they make that a
It's gonna
hot
be a
toy,
hot toy.
I might have no choice but to buy it.
You
I'm
have
not
to,
gonna
and
lie
then
to
you
you.
put it next to the Thanos.
Together, dude. I don't know. Maybe I mean, you know what? If they make a hot toy of this, I might end up doing like maybe a couple other what if hot toys.
I like the what if ones.
Who did they did the what if from?
Like a zombie cap would be cool to have.
They
Yeah.
announced a zombie cap, right?
No, they didn't announce the zombie kit. They just showed
Nah,
it.
yeah,
okay,
they haven't announced
It's
nothing.
because we saw it at Comic-Con,
hasn't been
right?
pre-ordered.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
beautiful though.
It
You know
looks
what? If
dope.
the Hot Toys did zombie stuff, it would be really dope. It would be cool to see.
I can't
But,
tell, but is that Wolverine a little too tall?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just
he's too
I was
tall.
just about to say. So the next well, obviously the next thing that they revealed was some X-Men
That leg
figures.
is the Cyclops legs, man. They look huge.
Yeah, so that Wolverine is pretty big. I mean, the only thing that bothers me is that like you were saying, the legs, so it makes him a little too tall, but it's also like those facial expressions look a little weird. I feel like they haven't been really making those Logan head sculpt expressions look pretty cool. They've been looking weird. I don't know, but I mean, this to me, I'm not a big X-Men fan. Like, don't get me wrong, I grew up watching some of the X-Men stuff, but for me, some of this stuff, it's not something that really made me think like, damn, I'm excited for these figures. So I know you
I
guys
really don't care about those costumes. If I'm being
I know
honest.
you guys were looking at some of these, like that's pretty cool. I think Jonathan was talking about a figure that's revealed. I think when they revealed the Multiple Man, he was talking about him.
The
I think
Multiple Man looks great, man.
Yeah,
the
the Multiple Man's
paint
cool.
looks good, and it's just a perfect army builder, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Long
that
shot,
last one was expensive.
long shot. Wow, they legit just made that Pulse
3-pack
exclusive
useless.
3-pack, no 4-pack.
With the Mojo, right?
Useless,
Was it for?
yeah.
They can't.
Because
Oh,
of that
well,
baby
that little
Wolverine.
Wolverine counts
That little
as
statue.
as a
Yeah,
figure.
nah, yeah. That set. I see no point in buying that set unless you really
Nah.
want that Dazzler.
Hey, this Dark Phoenix right here, is it the same figure that they put in that Toys R Us pack?
No, I think this one's the logo's more accurate, and then it's
Okay.
double jointed elbows.
Dude, the jumbo joints for the female figures, we've been waiting for that for so long.
and then the sash. I think the sash is more accurate, right?
Is it?
Yep.
It looks different, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it looks
and then-
like a way nicer figure, and this
That-
one doesn't look like Mary
Yep.
Jane.
And then it
That-
has different colors.
Sheesh, man, it looks amazing. That Jean Grey Dark Phoenix. Wow.
See,
dude,
this
it
figure looks
dope.
cool. I just
Oh,
that
don't
one
know.
looks- oh,
and
That's
you know
the
what?
one I'm most excited for.
After
Yep,
I saw
Spyro
this
looks
one, I was
amazing.
like, dude, why didn't they do that one Spider-Man figure like that? Because remember when they made a Spider-Man figure, but it was like he couldn't even move his abs. Like it was just
Nah,
a
you
weird.
couldn't.
They did that with the doppelganger and
That's it.
that other Spider-Man, the six-armed one.
The storm looks pretty cool on this one. It's just not
I just don't care about
It's,
those
it's
costumes.
again like the costume is just not my
Yeah.
my ideal team for sure. And
Yeah.
but they look great though. I'm happy for whoever's gonna
That's
collect
the
that team.
same one with this like
You'll be able to-
Banshee. Yeah.
Banshee
you'll be
looks
able to
nice
collect
though.
them.
I
Yeah,
might-
Banshee
I
looks
might-
great. Yeah.
I
Well, I was
might
hoping
grab
that
him.
they
I'm
would
not
have
sure,
made
though.
him the green look since they
No,
already just
they're
put out
gonna they're gonna bring it out. It's gonna come out
Yeah.
for sure. After this one, they're
I
gonna.
feel like
Yeah,
they
that's-
take their time on stuff, you know.
That's
They
when they
probably
put
do.
it out.
the one I'm gonna wait for.
The Cyclops though.
This
Cyclops.
Cyclops. Wow, this thing.
It's
is
on that body
nice.
mold. What's that figure that was in this most recent Bone Breaker wave? Because I
Vulcan.
think it's on
Vulcan?
that Vulcan. Yeah, I
Vulcan
think
body
it's the
mold.
Vulcan body mold.
I think
So
they
that's-
found.
I think
a
that's
great
the body mold that they're using. Yeah.
And then those straps don't look like they're all over the place.
No,
so
it looks like they're painted on. To be honest with you, or am I
Yeah,
wrong?
I
Sculpted
mean,
on.
it's
The leg
sculpted on.
ones, the legs,
but-
the legs, not the body one.
Let's see that again. It looks like it's sculpted on this time around. And like, see right there, it looks like it goes in, like it's sculpted on, so it's like you could ab crunch them too without
Dude, it looks
without
great,
having
man.
that stupid thing hang. And then this 3-pack, dude, I just like the Daredevil.
Dude,
The
that
Daredevil.
3-pack looks sick.
is
It's a
the
double
only
jointed
figure-
elbow Electro. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a red one.
I mean, Jonathan was saying that this Bullseye is classic, but I feel like the other Bullseye we got, even though it's like the same figure, I feel like it just looks more natural.
I
Without that
I
blue.
like the other one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that blue.
I don't
and,
care for the all white Electra though.
Yeah,
I'm
this
not really
Electra is
fan.
probably the like
She's getting sold.
the one that's the least interesting.
No, I'm just
version
being
of
honest.
Electra.
You know, I'm selling the.
But she has double jointed elbows, so that's cool.
If they make her in red, it's a buy.
Oh,
that's
with
for
red,
sure.
I would love a red
all
one.
day.
Getting into the some of the comics. Black Knight says, "What's up, you guys? What's up,
What
Black
is
Knight? It's
up,
good to see
man?
you, man. Hope everything's
I
good."
love that profile picture, man. That thing looks dope.
And then Eddie is still on Orb. He says Orb just recently made an appearance in Avengers and he's his budding business with the multiverse of Masters of Evil, where Doctor Doom has assembled a group of villains to destroy the
That sounds
Avengers.
interesting.
That's cool. I mean,
I might pick that up.
It looks like Orb's a pretty wild character now. So, I mean, Greg might be wrong. He's not a Z-lister, dude. He's an A-lister. With how much he's going around, huh?
I guess so.
All right. So I was looking at this Molecule Man. Is that what his name is?
Yeah, Molecule Man.
I've never seen him before, but is he
Oh, dude, he's so freaking OP, man.
Is he
yeah,
like
he's
who is this
basically a
character?
god, dude.
Like who
He's
is this
basically a
dude?
god.
They said he's from Secret Wars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Secret Wars, yeah.
Okay, because I don't remember anything about him, but I think he looks. I mean, obviously you could tell that he's on like the Red Skull, Dormammu body mold. He's got those like bottom half legs and the upper half, so that's the whole body mold. But they added a couple different things. It looks like he has like the King the Conqueror top piece on though.
My favorite story about him was when Dark Avengers happened, and Norman Osborn had his own team of Avengers, and Molecule Man.
All right,
he cut off.
Yeah, you cut off, Jonathan.
I wonder if he's gonna bring up when he ripped apart Sentry and
ripped apart Sentry, brought him back. I don't know, guys. This lag just put up with it today, guys.
Is the image lagging for everybody too? The video, it's like looks so crappy.
Yeah, it's lagging for me, but for me, I'm just like, God damn it.
Well, I think it's we got some probably got some Wi-Fi issues today.
Oh, we definitely do.
I know it's just one of those things.
Man, I gotta fly.
One of those things. This is the multiple man that we were talking about. It's probably just like the video quality on this thing. So, sometimes it just does that. But yeah, I mean, Marvel Legends did a lot of dope reveals. As far like they revealed the Carnage, they revealed
Black Suit Spider-Man. They said they're gonna do more
about VHS tapes, and that's something that I was like, dude, I'm so
really
excited for those.
That,
because I've been waiting for like some specific animated series figures.
Doc Ock, man, a buff Doc Ock.
I'm telling you, that's one of the figures I want the most. I've been hoping.
And Chameleon, I want
a Chameleon. Yeah, me and Greg were talking about this a while ago, like the Chameleon, but a Chameleon with a belt that's removable, so you could put it on any of your Spider-Man figures to look like Chameleon is just taking their place. Because that's what I was saying, is that if they don't make the Chameleon, if they make that animated series and they don't give us a removable belt that I could put on Spider-Man,
it's just a missed opportunity, man.
Yeah, because if you go back and rewatch the animated series, anytime you wanted to tell the difference between the Chameleon who was taking someone's place or the regular character, Chameleon always had the belt on, even if he was Spider-Man, even if he was in the Spider-Man costume or whoever costume, he did have the belt on as he was going through it. So that's something that I've been hoping for a Chameleon, just like you, Greg.
That's the instant buy right there for sure.
For sure, dude.
That VHS 2-pack too.
But I mean that's it for the Marvel Legends. I wanted to get into the Black Series. I don't have any like a video prepared, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and that's like gonna be the last topic that we're gonna talk about is the Black Series. And I know we got some opinions in this chat right now about Black Series, because I can tell you right now, personally, I have been slowly getting out of collecting the Black Series, just because I feel like the Black Series just aren't the same. I remember when I first started collecting Black Series, this is right now, I want to say that maybe like a year ago was my second time getting back into the Black Series. I was collecting the orange line, the blue line. Plastic Addict is in here, and he can let you guys know that I had a lot of Black Series figures in my collection, carded, not carded. And I honestly got rid of them. I sold them all. I no longer had them in my collection. And then I was happy about it because they remade a lot of the new molds for the Stormtroopers. They made a lot of different molds for the newer figures that I thought were better than the ones before. So they have progressed in a good way, but they haven't progressed enough for me to continue. So I still have like a bunch of Stormtroopers. So I just do like Imperial, but I just honestly, I try to get everything back. But then I sold off my Mando. I sold off a bunch of the other stuff I had. And, for me, the Hot Toys are going to be something that I think I stick with better, because I think that the Hot Toys just kind of like do the job of being my Star Wars collection. Just like Greg, most of the stuff that Greg has Star Wars is Hot Toys. And he has a lot of 6-inch, but I don't know if you guys feel the same as me, but I'm starting to feel like, man, I'm just done with buying Black Series figures. They're just not the same anymore. And I feel like they just don't.
Quick
go up
question,
to par.
Mikey. Did you need to buy a lizard? It's back on Walmart.
I have one on pre-order,
okay.
but dude, because we were talking about lizards today. A bunch of people. Well, we saw a couple people have it at the Ages Geek Street Meet, and I was like, man, if I was there, I would have bought that thing. So I was a little sad because I'm still waiting for Walmart to ship out my lizard, and they haven't shipped it out. So we've been waiting on that. But yeah, I have it on pre-order. It's just who knows when they're gonna decide to ship it. So
I'd pre-order it because I do need it, but I gotta pre-order those Gammas today, and that's already a lot of money. I've been dropping on toys.
Yeah, so Plastic Addict says biggest Black Series collection I've seen at that time. Shit was dope. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. But yeah, it's gone now. I don't even have any of that stuff. Even the stuff I do have now is just, I mean, I have a pretty decent Stormtrooper collection, but that's nothing. There's some people with some crazy stuff. So we'll like get into, like, I'll share my screen, and then we'll check out the video for the Star Wars figures that they revealed. It's a little bit of stuff, so we're gonna go through it a little bit, and we'll talk about it. Obviously, we're not gonna use any of the volume, but we'll go ahead and see, like, the stuff that they revealed for us.
There was not even anything worth talking
I
about.
mean, they showed some stuff for Andor, so you can see, like, some of the Andor figures that they showed off. I haven't even started watching the show. Like, I've tried to watch some of it, but I've been busy. Like, I gotta watch Game of Thrones. I gotta watch.
There's a lot of good stuff, man.
I haven't finished She-Hulk. I haven't started Andor. There's a bunch of stuff I haven't seen, and so it's been pretty tough to kind of watch these. But the Andor figures do look good. They look like, this figure looks really decent, like in the head sculpt and everything. But I want to know Greg's thoughts on these.
I'm loving the show. Like, I like the show. It has like that Blade Runner like vibes to it. It feels like the most like the most Star Wars un-Star Wars thing, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't even feel like it's Star Wars, but it's Star Wars. It's I've been enjoying it. The figures, though, I don't think like I'd be interested in any of these figures just because they look dull to me. Like I don't know. They just look like background characters, and a lot of the figures that they released were kind of like side characters that we haven't. I feel like they haven't done anything enough in the show to make, like, to warrant them getting an action figure. I don't know. I'm just not interested in any of these figures. They're all passes for me. I don't even know if I'd buy Hot Toy versions of them. Maybe just Andor.
I mean, the show is cool from, like, the trailers I've seen, but like, that's the thing, is I haven't seen the show, but I think it's a cool show because it takes place with characters I thought were really good in Rogue One, but it's hard to get behind the show that the character's fate. Like it's hard for me to watch it and be like, oh, this is so exciting, I wonder what goes down. But I already know that in Rogue One, he's not gonna be here no more, because obviously we know the situations of Rogue One, and it just sucks because as much as they want to progress this show and build this character, I know the ending of this character. So it's kind of.
I mean, but that's always been Star Wars, though, right? Like, we've always known, like.
Yeah, but see, then you get tired of that same old Star Wars stuff where it's like we keep seeing characters before what happens. Like,
that's what happens with stuff popular. They're just gonna keep going back and give us prequels of prequels, and it's just.
I mean, like at least with Mando and Grogu, you kind of don't know their fate. So, like, watching it, there's still some anticipation of what's gonna happen, because we don't know where.
See, but that's the thing, is we don't know, but we do know that they didn't play they weren't important enough to play a big role to kill Palpatine the second time, because they could have been a random ship that was flying there and helping, but we know, like, they didn't really do anything that's important. So
I guess you're right. I mean that, I guess, like, when it comes to it, you kind of just have to watch it with the open mind of not be so, like, tunnel vision towards it, and I guess, like, just kind of, like, watch it with that thought of, like, all right, like, it ends this way obviously for this character, but we'll see. I guess we'll see how he kind of goes through it. One of the things, like, that we're watching here is the 3.75 inch, and I want to say that with the Black Series, not Black Series, but with Star Wars, the 3.75 inch figures are pretty on point. Like, seeing the 3.75 inch, it kind of makes me want to just sell all my 6-inch stuff and just be like, you know what? I'm down to just do Star Wars 3.75 because 3.75 inch has way better. I want to say like some of the 6-inch figures we get look worse than the
Yeah, it's
3.75
crazy
inch.
that the head sculpts look better on a lot of these
Head
figures than they do
sculpts,
the 6-inch.
articulation, just the way the figures look. Like I'm telling you,
The
like if you look
accuracy
at
too.
this,
The accuracy's
if you look
like
at that
on
Moff
point.
Gideon, like that Moff Gideon and that Mandalorian have cloth capes. No Black Series Moff Gideon or Black Series Mando has a cloth cape. Not even deluxe. Not even when you pay $35 for a Mando, you're not getting a cloth cape. So it's like, dude, like I'm about to just let go of my Black Series and just go into the 3.75. Like it's just there's just something about the 3.75 that feels like they just put more love into that line rather than the Black Series. Like they're like, I don't know, man. It's a little disappointing to me to see like how nice some of these figures look in 3.75 inch than they do in 6-inch. So it just sucks. I think it sucks. But I think these are 6-inch right here. I can't.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
6-inch.
can't tell. So this is 6-inch.
That's 6-inch. Yeah.
But dude, I mean, like
It
I don't
looks
know.
like it looks like the actor. I mean, it looks like a
It
good
looks
figure.
good. It's just
But I
like
just
look
don't
at that
care about these
single
characters
jointed
enough to like want
arm.
the
Like
figures.
what the fuck? Like that single jointed arm just looks so bad. Like it looks like this dude had he looks like the dude from Umbrella Academy, dude. Like the has like those monkey arms and the glove hands. Like I don't know, man. I can't.
Yeah, the articulation never seems to improve with Black Series, man. It's just
It doesn't, dude. It
single
doesn't.
knees too.
You
That's
know what? I didn't even watch
crazy.
the Star Wars panel. Did they show off any of those Christmas toys that they've been
Nah, they didn't show any of that.
doing?
It was
Look
just
at
a bunch of
Is
repacks.
that a repacked Han Solo, dude?
Yeah, we just
As
got
if-
that like not too long ago,
Bro,
man.
the exact same figure. It just came in like a wave the last year, I think, with the Luke and the Leia.
Yeah, man, I don't get it. I don't get this team. And then I hate that they're trying to build you up to like the fans have been asking for it, and we giving you another Lando. And it's like, bro, nobody asked for that.
This made me want to pre-order it. I'm not gonna lie.
I think this is vintage though. I think
it's vintage. It's 3.75 inch. So
yeah,
like
that's a
cool.
sick set, man.
But like, bro, you get them all in one box.
That is freaking sick, yo.
Dude, you get them all in one box, and like it's I don't even know how much it is, but a part of me is like, dude, I think I want to pre-order this thing just to know I have it, because I feel like stuff like this is just like it's rare that they make stuff like this.
Well, I think vintage they do make a lot of the obscure like background characters and stuff, but
Yeah.
like in Black Series line, you don't really get stuff like that. It's just main characters.
Nah, yeah. I mean, that's the shitty part about it is that we have 2 of these figures, and one of them in the regular box is 20 something bucks, like $25, and then to get one with a special like band equipment, it's a $35 deluxe figure when it's the same figure but just a different instrument. So I feel like I'd rather pay the money for a 3.75 inch than the Black Series, man. Like I feel like it's just, one, it's more cost efficient if you're doing the 3.75 inch, and 2, it feels like you just get more bang for your buck. Like honestly, I feel like the Black Series stuff just isn't up to par.
And I think
it's gonna be repeated,
I think they sell a
honestly.
cantina too. I think you could buy a.
Do they sell a cantina for
I think they
3.75?
have a cantina.
No way.
style.
Damn
I'm pretty
it!
sure they have.
You're
one. I'm
about
not
to have
100% sure though.
me. I'm literally right now going on the Hasbro Pulse website right now looking for this
I think it's an older set, no?
this cantina band. No, they literally, oh, maybe the cantina is an older set, but I think this was supposed to be put up on the site today. That I think. Oh yeah, look, I can see the cantina right here. Let me see it actually as if I could after these I'll share the screen. So let's just see what else they revealed, because I know they showed like another this is 3.75 inch. So
Yeah. But look
this
at
is
they fixed the knees, because the Black Series one, the knee pads were
they
worse
fixed
than
that.
man.
I think they said that they cleaned up his head sculpt a little bit. And dude, it's just like, come on, man, like this looks better than the 6-inch figure. I don't know, man. Watching this I think I might just let go of all my Black Series and just get into the
I'm getting there,
6-inch.
man.
But it's just like going
I
back
like
and
them
trying
too
to find
much.
23.75 inch stormtroopers is gonna be impossible. And I don't want to do that, man. I don't want to do that.
I think the rest are just pipelines. But
Yeah, so we're gonna end it with just going through the pipelines. I'll skip the vintage pipelines because I think they did show some 6-inch pipelines.
Yeah,
right?
they have some. They have I think there was like one or two that I'm pretty excited for.
Let's see. That's him saying, "You guys are asking for double joint elbows. It's not gonna happen."
I'm excited for that. This
is the Black Series 6-inch pipeline. So we got
that's a helmet.
It's a like a helmet, like a head sculpt helmet.
No,
it's cosplaying.
Yeah, the cosplay helmets. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited for that, man. A Phase 2 helmet, and then I like that it's plain because like if you could paint and stuff, like
it's funny that they do like the black. They do Black Series, but they call it the Black Series, even though it's for a helmet. Like it bothers me that they do Marvel Legends and it's for a helmet. They should change the names for those. So it's just called Marvel props or Star Wars props. So you don't get them confused. I'm trying to see if I can find the pipelines on here. See, that's the vintage wave still. These are vintage wave.
That's the second one they're getting.
There it is. All right. I believe these are 6-inch pipelines. So this is a Luke that we've seen already, I think 3 times.
Yeah, I think they're just giving it a new buck.
So if it's a new buck, at least that's But if
I think it's the buck that was on
and this Darth Vader we've seen walking exclusive.
Yeah, they're also giving this one a new buck too.
We'll see. All gonna be like new
shit. It's the same. It's just they said it. It's the same characters, just new bucks and stuff.
So they're gonna redo the buck. If they redo these bucks and they have single joint elbows, I'm gonna be pissed. You know what?
We've seen that Luke buck. It was they showed it with the Rancor.
R2D2, dude. Nobody.
They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it bigger because the R2D2 we have is too small.
It doesn't matter. We don't need another one.
I would like a bigger R2D2.
They instead of calling it pipelines, this is called repacks. Yeah, and here's their announcement for the Star Wars Black Series repacks. I'm telling you, bro. Nobody needs another R2D2 in their collection. They've made 3 of them. I remember one.
Yeah, I said, they're just going back and fixing the shit.
The orange line was hard to get, so then they redid it in a vintage card, and then they did them again. Then we got these. Nobody needs those.
This one, I don't know what they're gonna do with this. Like, what improvements can you make on that figure?
Like, the first ones, you couldn't even move the head. Like, it barely moved.
Maybe that's what they're gonna do.
So I guess that's it for those pipelines. That's whatever.
No, they showed a Cad Bane from the book.
They did show the Cad Bane.
I'm excited for that.
From the book of the Boba Fett.
They showed the Pike Syndicate. I'm excited for those.
Go ahead and I'm gonna share my screen on the Hasbro Pulse. And we're gonna go ahead so that we can see, because Greg was talking about the cantina, and I do see it on here. So I see the cantina. So boom. So we're sharing my screen, and you can see that there is a vintage wave cantina right here, and that's only $52 for a freaking cantina. For $52, you get yourself a cantina.
Damn, that's
bro. You guys are just giving me more reasons.
Shit, huh?
You're giving me more. You're giving
and
me
then
more.
I think you could buy multiple ones and connect them and stuff,
bro. You're giving me more reasons to just go 3.75, bro. I'm telling you. That's a whole cantina. You know it's cool?
I would wait too, because I remember my brother, he found this set on sale, and it was actually like $30-something.
You know what? I feel like some of these sets they actually sell at Disneyland, and you could probably get on like discount, like with your annual pass and stuff like that. Let's see. You know why I'm on here? It's because I'm trying to see if I could find this that 7-pack. See, look. Oh, there it is, right here. For $90 though. It's a little expensive. And it comes out April 1st, 2023. So
I mean, it's how many figures are you getting?
It's 7 figures.
Yeah, so that's a lot of figures.
So I guess it's like $70, and a lot of these are like $11, $12. So yeah, you get the whole group of them, dude. Get the whole group of them. I mean, dude, that looks. I mean, to me, like if I was gonna buy, like the whole Cantina band, dude, you're getting all these guys. So, I don't know. To me, that's a good deal. I think that's a good deal if you're trying to buy those.
The Black Series one is a deluxe figure, right? And what does that go for? 40?
Yeah.
So if you want 2, that's which for just 2 you're already.
Yeah, that's right. So what you would pay for 2, you pay for 7 of them. So, absolutely right. And so we're gonna go into the chat, see what's going on. Some pro says Star Wars Legos is where it's at. You know what? I've had my moments, and I feel like Greg has had them too, where we're looking at the Legos and we're like, damn.
Before I started collecting action figures, I was at that crossroad. It was like I was gonna do Legos or action figures, and I thought about it for a while, and then I went with obviously with the action figures. But I could have been a Lego collector right now. I'd have had Legos.
Jonathan, have you ever been like, oh man,
Yes.
I'm about to buy some Legos, dude?
No, I was super heavy into Legos. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Did you really? I had no idea that
dude.
you liked Legos.
No, yeah, I really like Legos. I used to collect the minifigures. I used to collect a lot of clone troopers. I used to army build them, and I would like having the Republican gunships and everything like that. But ever since my little brothers, they destroyed them, and it just ruined the fun for me, to be honest with you. So I legit stopped collecting Legos because they kept breaking it. I was like, man, fuck.
I actually have my brother's Lego set that he had shipped over here that I want to open it and still. I want to steal that Cara Dune figure, man.
I know, that's even the Cara Dune for Black Series, dude. These things just go up, and we'll never see that character again.
And I'm pretty sure he got it at a discount because the box was ripped. Because my brother's like a bargain hunter, so I'm pretty sure he got this shit for cheap.
Eddie says Power of the Rings. You know what? I forgot that show came out. Power of the Rings is out too, and I haven't even started that. And I heard that they spent like billions of dollars making that show.
I think
it's the most expensive show they've ever made.
I think it's like 400 million.
400 million?
Yeah.
Felix says you'll buy every Hot Toy, Greg.
No, I won't buy every Hot Toy. I wish.
I mean, come on, bro. You have a Lando in your collection, bro.
Wow.
So you're pretty close to buying almost every Hot Toy.
I'm surprised I like Lando, man.
I'm surprised you haven't got that Han Solo and that Chewbacca 2-pack, dude, because
the only reason why I haven't got him was because I'm not a fan of that Han Solo head sculpt. It's one of the older ones. It's like one of their first like Hot Toys, like when Hot Toys.
But that's the thing. I wonder if they'll repack that, or
I feel like we'll get it for like an anniversary or something. We'll eventually get a better version of it. That's why I don't want to, because it goes for like $1,000 right now. I'm not trying.
Yeah, it's expensive
on a figure that I'm not like too happy with, because I don't like that Han Solo. I don't think the head sculpt's that good.
Black Knight says, yeah. Did you pre-order second form Frieza?
I haven't yet, but I am definitely going to pre-order that. I think we have until the 10th to pre-order it.
Those gammas look really cool.
Oh man, those gammas.
I wonder if a lot of people are
so
gonna
badass.
like if those are gonna be hot commodities right there for the Dragon Ball Z stuff. Eddie says they do have a cantina for 2.75. Yeah, we're looking at it, man, and I'm tempted to buy it. That cantina was at GameStop for $25.
Ooh, and they're having a
Eddie,
sale.
if you ever see that cantina for $25, you let me know. I'll send you money, and I'll even drive out there to get it from you. Because dude, that might get me into the 3.75-inch figures. Because I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it because I do have a bunch of Black Series that are in my garage that I'm probably gonna recycle and I might.
I bought a few of those.
I bought you
figures.
one, and even when I was looking at that one, I was like, damn. Because what's his name, dude, from the Mando?
It's that fish guy. I forgot.
You know what? If I start buying 3.75-inch, I'm gonna be so fucking sad that I got rid of my Razor Crest.
Yeah.
So maybe I shouldn't do it because I'll probably end up buying it. Greg, are you selling a Razor Crest?
Nah. It's a beautiful display piece. I have mine on top of my shelf. It looks nice.
Yeah. Chris is here. Chris Medea, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. He says I got lucky and was able to grab a pre-order for that Mayfix Gambit on Big Bad Torso.
I want a Gambit, man. I sold mine, and I sold it because I had a feeling they were gonna reissue it. So I
Did
sold
they reissue it?
Yeah, that's a reissue. Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember when I think Wolverine had came out, Deadpool had came out, and then you guys were starting to say that, like, dude, that X-Men figures were like top notch. Like Mayfix has started to make some top notch figures.
That Gambit is beautiful, man. I don't think that Gambit's ever going to be topped. It's such a great figure.
Wait, the second form Frieza pre-Bandai exclusive?
Yeah, the second form Frieza is a Bandai, and not only that is I just checked the date today, and it ends on the 10th. That's pretty.
Of October?
Yeah.
Dude, no way.
You better start going on that pre-order, dude.
I know.
Eddie says,
"What the pre-order those Gambits?"
Eddie says if he finds it, he'll ship it to me. Eddie, if you find it for $25, dude, I'll pay you. Thank you, bro. But yeah,
right now, it's a beautiful figure.
those are. I think I want to take some time right now and talk about our thoughts on like all the reveals. Let's go in and let's see, like, Greg, what were your favorite reveals and what are some of like the reveals that you saw that were disappointing? Let the people know your thoughts on what Hasbro was doing this week.
I think over everything, like all the teams, the Hasbro, the Marvel Legends team obviously had the best reveals. My favorite one, I'm gonna have to say it was I'm gonna go with Spyro. That's the one I'm most excited for. And Black Series, I honestly think like everything they showed. The other thing I'm most excited for, actually really, like I said earlier, I was really excited for that HeroScape board game. Man, I think brings back some memories. I'm backing that. It's pretty expensive, but I think it's worth it. And I'm excited for that helmet, that Phase 2 helmet. As you guys can see, I collect the helmets up there.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting a clone helmet for a long time, man. So I'm really happy for that. Hopefully we get more clone helmets out of that mold, because they could reuse it for a lot of stuff. But other than that, like everything else, Black Series and Star Wars is just disappointing to me, man. I don't know why I set myself up to be disappointed, because they never show anything that's like interesting.
Yeah.
They're the worst team out there. Like they're so
true.
boring to watch, and they suck, man.
Yeah. One time we were at a stream meeting, and Greg had saw a Stormtrooper helmet, and we thought, I honestly, personally, I thought he was gonna ask like 100. I think Greg was gonna think the same, but he asked. I think, well, how much was he asking?
$40, and it was pretty much brand new.
I should have asked. I like, because I looked at it, I was like, damn, I want that, and I was like, I'm not even gonna ask, because he's probably gonna ask a lot. And then I saw Greg come back to the table with it. I was like, damn it.
I thought the same thing too, man. I was like, watch him say like $200 what it goes for, but it has no box. And then so I was like, I'm just curious, man. What are you selling that for? He's like, just give me $40. And I was like, I'll take it.
That's not bad. But yeah, I mean, you're right. The Black Series team is just, I don't know. There's something going on over there. But your friendly neighbor Toy Nerd, I want to know your feelings on some of the reveals. What were some of your favorite?
He's excited for the selfie.
Yeah, what were some of your favorite reveals, and what were some of the disappointing things that you saw? Oh no, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
I could hear him. It's
lagging.
So
I'm lagging.
All right, go ahead. You're back.
All right, I'm back. So I got like 5 minutes before I lag again. I'm super excited about the brand new Daredevil 3-pack.
Oh,
it's a 3-pack. It's a dope ass new Daredevil body mode. I'm disappointed with the fact that it's a 3-pack though. So that's the 1-in-1 for me. I'm also I'd say disappointed with the comic book Legends right now. Not really any of those caught my eye to grab, so I'm not gonna get the X-Men. I know it's good. I'm not gonna get the Dark Phoenix. I'm most likely gonna wait for the Mafex, which is for sure gonna be on the way. The Black Series, I quit Black Series. I'm not even gonna keep talking about that. So I already know I'm not collecting Black Series unless it's a cool clone trooper, which I'll get. But yeah, no, I'm disappointing was Black Series.
Oh no, we lost, and he's gone. Jonathan, you cut out, so I don't know if you're here or not. Jonathan, come in, Jonathan.
All right. Hello.
Oh, there he goes. All right, he's back.
Okay. So I got 2 more minutes.
Finish strong, baby.
No, so I'm not excited. Disappointment was the Black Series. Even though I don't collect them, it's still disappointing to see it.
Oh, we lost him again. We got technical difficulties out here,
dude.
Guys.
This Wi-Fi, Jesus Christ! it was good the past.
You know what? Yeah, you were doing fine for a little while. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you were doing good with the Wi-Fi was showing you some love, but now it's like, all right, bro, it's time to hop.
I know it's like, all right, I know you're trying to talk
Call of
every
Duty,
time.
His PlayStation's like, come to Call of Duty. Oh, we lost him again, and he's gone.
I'm back. But man, fuck this Wi-Fi, Jesus Christ! I don't know what's going on. It was working perfectly.
Yeah. But I'll share my thoughts on it. I feel like some things caught my attention. I feel like obviously when I saw those, I was at want to say Trader Joe's with Darian. We were walking around. I was watching the Black Series stream, and I caught the last of it. And I saw the Cantina band. I was like, damn, those are nice, because I wanted to buy the Cantina band, and I bought one of the Marvel Legends. One of the Black Series of the 6-inch, and I liked it a lot. But when I had it, I was like, dude, I'm never gonna spend $20 on every figure or $35 on a deluxe to build the whole Cantina band. So I sold it. I let it go. So for me, this is a cool way for me to get them all. I don't know if I want to spend that money, so maybe not. The Robbie Reyes figure, being able to see it like not up close, not in person, but obviously like up close on camera, it made me more interested because it looks like a really good body mold. I like the way it looks. I don't care about the charger. I think if I did buy the HasLab, I wouldn't even keep the charger. I'd probably sell it, and I'd probably just keep the Robbie Reyes and the rest of the figures in it. The Mephisto looks good, and those are kind of pushing me to back it more. But I'm still in that like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The GI Joe stuff. When I was seeing the pictures that Plastic Addict was sending to us, because I didn't watch the day 2, but when he's sending those pictures, I was like, damn, the GI Joes are doing pretty good, and you can see that like the team. You can see the differences as you watch the stream. The teams that love the products, that have like a very like high expectation for what they're putting out, it shows in the GI Joes, man. Like the GI Joes, I let go of my GI Joes as well, because it was at a time where like the Target exclusives were hard to find. It was a mission. People were like getting in trouble for stealing them. So I was like, I'm just gonna let go of the GI Joes, because it's a lot of it's a big hassle to get them. So I let them go, but they are reeling me back in. I'm not gonna lie. But Black Series, dude, I think was the most disappointing. Black Series has not been doing well, in my opinion. I have not seen a Black Series reveal in a couple years that have made me say, damn, I want that figure. So it's definitely disappointing because I love Star Wars. I think Star Wars is one of my, besides the Marvel MCU stuff, the Star Wars stuff has been like Mandalorian has been one of my favorites. Book of Boba Fett was whatever. But I think the Star Wars stuff is something I like a lot. And so to see like some of the figures, not be up to par with what we see. Like I wish the Mandalorian figures were better, but they're not good. So it's kind of like disappointing. But yes, Black Series was the most disappointing out of the entire thing. Black Series is more disappointing than the GI Joes and the other stuff. So that, like, for me, I just wish Black Series did better. But hey, that's it for us, guys. We want to say thank you guys so much for being here. We're at 1 hour and 42 minutes. And we just keep going and keep going. And we just want to say thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you. Obviously, we had some technical difficulties. We're working on it. But hey, on the next one, we just keep getting better and better. So we'll just we're gonna end it here, and we're gonna play some COD. And hopefully Jonathan's internet isn't hurting him when we hop on COD. But Dark Vader, do us a favor and tell the people where they could find you.
You could find me on the Kaboom Collectibles page, as well as my personal page, which is your boy Dork Vader on IG.
And do us a favor, Friendly Neighborhood Toy Nerd, if you're still with us, dude, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on IG, Friendly Neighborhood Toy Nerd. You can also find me on the soon-to-be YouTube page. I swear to God, it's on the it's gonna be delayed, just like this lagging right now.
Crazy. Well, I'm glad you're able to still be here. But all right, you guys. I mean, that's it for us. You guys can find me on Instagram. You can find me. We have an Instagram for the Figcast podcast. We have an Instagram for the Kaboom Collectibles, and I have my own Instagram. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one, and let's get it.
Later, guys.